Alright. So the next question, write down. Rationalize the denominator of 11 by 2 plus root 3 plus root 5. Rationalize the denominator. Now obviously, since 3 terms are there, let me consider this as one term and this as another term. Now a plus b, that means I need to multiply by a minus b. So अब a is this 2 plus root 3 minus root 5. We'll divide by 2 plus root 3 minus root 5. Right? Okay. Now numerator obviously 11 into that 2 plus root 3 minus root 5. And denominator. Now a plus b into a minus b. So a square minus b square. So a is 2 plus root 3 whole square minus root 5 whole square. Right? Okay. So 11 into 2 plus root 3 minus root 5 as it is. Now let me open this up. So I'll get 4. Then I'll get root 3 whole square. So 3. So 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2 into 2. So that is 4 root 3 minus, now root 5 whole square obviously is 5. So this is what? This is 2 plus 4 root 3. 2 plus 4 root 3. Now obviously I can take 2 common. So I'll be left with 2 into 1 plus 2 root 3. Now rationalization means that I don't want any square root term or cube root term or whatever. I don't want this radical sign in the denominator, right? But I'm still left with the radical sign. That's okay. I can rationalize it once again. Now this is a plus b. So that means my rationalizing factor is a minus b. So 1 minus 2 root 3. We'll divide by 1 minus 2 root 3. Done. Now let's multiply the numerators. So 11 into 2 plus square root 3 minus square root 5 into 1 minus 2 root 3 divided by, now 2 as it is, this is a plus b into a minus b. So a square as in 1 square minus b square. So minus 2 root 3 whole square. Right? Okay. So 1, this is obviously 1 and this is 2 root 3 whole square. So 4 into 3, 12. 1 minus 12, that is minus 11. Right? This and this gets cancelled. So this is nothing but a negative sign, so be careful. Minus 1 by 2 into this big quantity. 2 plus root 3 minus root 5 into 1 minus 2 root 3. Now if you want, you can of course multiply and write the answer. But why should I do that? He just said rationalize the denominator and I rationalize it. Alright? Okay. Next, rationalize the denominator of 1 divided by root 14 plus root 21 plus root 10 plus root 15. Rationalize the denominator. Come on. Now obviously 4 terms are there, right? Maybe I can consider this as one term, this as another term. एक बार rationalize करूँगी, फिर square root रह जाएगा, फिर rationalize करूँगी, फिर रह जाएगा. So rationalizing when 4 terms are getting involved, it's a bit problematic. But first thing I always say, just observe it. 14, 21, and then 10 and 15. Come on, 14, 21. 10 and 15. So the factors one, right? Come on. 7 into 2, 7 into 3, 5 into 2, 5 into 3. Can't I see that? Let's make it up. So 1 by, now let me take what? Square root 7 common. So I am left with square root 2 plus square root 3 plus, from here I get square root 5 common. So I am left with square root 2 plus square root 3. Root 2 plus root 3 common आ रहा है, common ले लो. So this is square root 2 plus square root 3 into root 7 plus root 5. राइट, अब रैशनलाइज करते हैं. अब रेडिकल साइन यहाँ पे इन्वॉल्व हो रहा है, सो a plus b, दैट मीन्स आई नीड a minus b, so root 2 minus root 3 and obviously divide by root 2 minus root 3. बट अब ये कर लूंगी, ये तो डील हो जाएगा, राइट, आई डील विद दिस, बट व्हाट अबाउट दिस वन, इट्स स्टिल लेफ्ट, सो दैट मीन्स a plus b, another a minus b I need, so root 7 minus root 5 will divide by root 7 minus root 5. Right, so in the numerator I have root 2 minus root 3 into root 5 and root 7 minus root 5. Right, divided by. Now, this I'll multiply by this because a plus b into a minus b. So, a square minus b square. So, 2 minus 3, that is minus 1. Directly likhe. Right, now this will be multiplied by this. So, 7 minus 5, that is 2. Right, so that's it. Minus adjust कर लेंगे, should not be an issue, or maybe I can write it like this. So minus 1 by 2 into root 2 minus root 3 into root 7 minus root 5. That's the answer. I'm hoping you did that. Okay, next, rationalize. Now next one is quite interesting. You will like it definitely. Rationalize the denominator 1 by cube root of 5, cube root, we write it like that, minus cube root of 3, rationalize. Rationalization means I don't want the radical sign here. यहाँ पे cube root है. Now you'll say ma'am a minus b into a plus b, right? A square minus b square बन जाएगा. यहाँ पे cube root है. Cube root हटाने के लिए I need cube, not square. Right? Okay. Cube हटाने के लिए I need cube. So I want basically that I should get cube of this, right? अगर मैं इस क्यूब रूट 5 का क्यूब करोगे तो 5 हो जाएगा, एंड आई वांट क्यूब ऑफ दिस, मींस इसका क्यूब हो जाए, इसका क्यूब हो जाए, so I want a cube minus b cube to form, right? A cube minus b cube, right? Okay, now a cube minus b cube, I know how to write this. This is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. Right? I already have a minus b. मैंने अभी a cube minus b cube करना है. This is a minus b. That means I require this term. So multiply by this term. I need to decide my rationalizing factor, right? This is my rationalizing factor now. So let's multiply by. Now a is what? Cube root 5 and a square चाहिए. So that means I want cube root 5 का square plus AB. So A is this, B is this. So as in cube root 5 into cube root 3 plus B square. Now B is this, cube root 3. So that is cube root 3 का whole square. Right? Obviously multiply here, you have to divide it. So cube root 5 whole square plus cube root 5 into cube root 3 plus cube root 3 whole square. Right? Now, so अब the thing is I don't like, अब इसमें ना यहाँ पे भी पावर है और यहाँ पे cube root है. अब इसको ठीक करके लिख लें. This is nothing but 5 raised power 1 by 3. Right? Similarly, let me write this as 5 raised power 1 by 3. And let me write this as 5 raised power 1 by 3. And again, यहाँ पे दो ऐसे पार्ट होते हैं, so 3 raised power 1 by 3. So I'll write the same thing over here. It makes life simpler. Maybe not. We'll see. Right? So 3 raised power 1 by 3. Right. Now I'll write it. So 5 raised power 1 by 3 square. So that means 5 raised power 2 by 3 plus अब 5 raised power 1 by 3 into 3 raised power 1 by 3. Part same है, so can I write this as 15 raised power 1 by 3, right? Plus this is 3 raised power 2 by 3, right? Okay, divide by. This is now a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. That means this will be equal to a cube minus b cube. So a is this, so cube root of 5 का whole cube minus b cube. B is this, so cube root 3 का whole cube. Right? So this is nothing but, this becomes 5 and this becomes 3. So this is nothing but 2. That's it. You have rationalized the denominator. So no matter what is happening, you just need to eliminate this radical sign when you are rationalizing. So it depends on you which rationalizing factor you should use. Right? Okay. So let's see whether you get the next one or not. So write rationalize square root 8 plus cube root 4 whole divided by square root 8 minus cube root 4. Rationalize the denominator. Now, mind it, I have square root, I have cube root. I have both of them now. We have to be careful. So deal with one of the roots, right? Square root deal करना आता है, I mean that is not a big deal. Square root के लिए a minus b, a plus b, because a square minus b square will happen. Right? So सबसे पहले उसको deal करते हैं. So let me multiply by a plus b. We'll divide by square root a plus cube root 4. Right? So, same quantity only? Oh, same. So that means this is nothing but square root 8 plus cube root 4 whole square. We'll divide by a minus b into a plus b, so a square. So square root 8 ka whole square minus b. B is cube root 4 whole square. Right? Okay. Now obviously this becomes 8 and इसको बार बार ऐसे लिखने के बजाय पहले मैं ये लिख लूँ 4 raised power 1 by 3 और इसकी पावर 2 है तो इसको लिख लेते हैं 4 raised power 2 by 3. Right? Okay. And whatever the above thing is, I don't care. वो क्यों निकालूँ? It's not my cup of tea. मेरे को तो rationalize करना है, right? अब यहाँ पे again cube root involve हो रहा है. Right? So that means I do want to cube it. So मुझे इसका cube चाहिए. That means ये b cube बनना चाहिए. So again, a cube minus b cube we can use, which is nothing but a minus b into a square plus ab plus c square. Now I want to create a cube minus b cube. अब मेरे पास a minus b तो already है. That means my rationalizing factor is this one. Right? So multiply by. Now a square, now a in this case is 8, so 8 square plus ab, so 8 into 4 raised power 2 by 3 plus b square, now my b is 4 raised power 2 by 3 whole square. Right? So of course you need to divide by the same, so 8 square plus 8 into 4 raised power 2 by 3 plus 4 raised power 2 by 3, or maybe we can just say 4 raised power 4 by 3. Right? Okay, so that's it. अब ये मेरा बन गया a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. That means a cube minus b cube is there. So numerator as it is, numerator लिखना पड़ेगा मुझे. Fine, declare there. Fine. So square root 8 plus, अब यहाँ पे सब में मैंने वो यूज कर लिया था, यहाँ पे भी लिख ही देते हैं आप, otherwise consistency. So 8 raised power 1 by 2 plus 4 raised power 1 by 3 whole square into 8 square plus 8 into 4 raised power 2 by 3 plus 4 raised to power 4 by 3 डन. अब नीचे बन गया a cube minus b cube. Now a was 8, so 8 cube minus अब 4 raised to power 2 by 3 का क्यूब करना है, right? So multiply होती है पास, this and this gets cancelled, so this is nothing but 4 square, so this is 16, right? And 8 cube is nothing but 512. 512 minus 16, that is 496. Right? 496. That's answer. तुम्हें मल्टीप्लाई करना है, न्यूमरेटर कर लो, मैं तो बिल्कुल नहीं करूंगी. It doesn't say so. Right? So write on the next one. If write down is 1 by square root 2011 plus अभी whole square root है plus square root 2011 square minus 1 equal to square root m minus square root n, where m n are positive integers, you need to find the values of m and n. You need to find the values of m and n. Come on. Solve भी तो करना है, and then you need to find the values of m and n. m भी निकालना है, n भी निकालना है. स्क्वायर रूट से ना स्क्वायरिंग कर देता. स्क्वायरिंग करोगे यहाँ पे 2 रूट m n फंस जाएगा. यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी स्क्वायर रूट्स है. Just look carefully. Denominator में there is something here. Denominator में I have 1. Right? So basically, if I rationalize the denominator, maybe I can equate the two. Clear-cut indication is there. Let me rationalize the left-hand side. So let's try to do that. So left-hand side is 1 by square root of 2011 plus square root of 2011 square minus 1. Right? Now rationalize करना है. So obviously a plus b is there. अब मुझे चाहिए a minus b, but mind it, यहाँ पे स्क्वायर रूट है, राइट? तो मेरा रैशनलाइजिंग फैक्टर होगा स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ यहाँ पे a plus b, अब इसके अंदर लिखेंगे a minus b, so that is 2011 minus square root of 2011 square minus 1, right? We'll divide by square root of 2011 minus square root of 2011 square minus 1. Right? Okay. So numerator and this is equal to root m minus root n. Right? So obviously numerator is square root of 2011 minus square root of 2011 square minus 1 as it is whole divided by. अब ये square roots है यहाँ पे. That means this thing will be multiplied by this under the square root. We do know, right? Root a into root b is nothing but root ab. Provided these are positive quantities, वो हमें पता है, वो positive है, दिख रहा है, right? So obviously these two will be multiplied. So अब multiply करें square root. अब a plus b into a minus b, that is a square 2011 square minus b square. Now b is this square root of 2011 square minus 1 इसका square, right? Okay. अब इसका स्क्वायर करेंगे तो ऑब्वियसली स्क्वायर रूट रिमूव हो जाएगा. So let me write it like this. Right? अब let me open the brackets. Sign will change. Right? This thing and this will get cancelled. Basically, I will have 1. Now, positive square root of 1 is 1. So denominator तो आ गया 1. Right? This is equal to root m minus root n. Right? अब यहाँ पे स्क्वायर रूट है. स्क्वायर रूट जब तक हटेगा नहीं, I can't proceed. So what I'll do is I will square both the sides. right? 1 side square, obviously this square root will disappear. Done. And यहाँ पे let me just square it up. So left hand side remains same, 2011 minus square root of 2011 square minus 1. This is m because root n whole square n plus root n whole square, which is n, minus 2 into root m into root n, which is nothing but root m. Right? We know these properties. Okay. Now, how should I proceed? My pass aa gaya. The thing is, I need to find mn, but I just have one equation. But this is a very nice equation, isn't it? Definitely m plus n is what? It is a rational number, or I can say it is an integer. Integral part, okay. Then minus this is definitely the irrational number, right? This is the irrational number, this is the irrational number. Now, obviously, since these two numbers are equal, that means their corresponding rational parts will be equal, right? That means 2011 will be equal to m plus n, right? This will be equal to this. Rational is equal to rational. Now, this is the irrational part. This will be equal to the irrational part. So, square root 2011 square minus 1 is equal to 2 root m. Right? Okay. Now, from these two, I need to solve. I need to find the value of m and n. Again, square root is getting involved. What I'll do is I'll square it up. So, I'll get 2011 whole square minus 1. Here I'll get 4 m. This is there, and I know that 2011 is equal to m plus n. Using these two, let me find the value of m and n. Now there are multiple ways, but obviously I go for the shorter one. The shorter one के लिए कैसे जाएं? अब mind it, m and n are integers, right? अच्छा ये 2011 square minus 1 इसके लिए factors भी बन रहे हैं. तो जरा यहाँ पे 1 square लिख देते हैं. Right? Let me try to factorize this. This is nothing but 2011 plus 1 into 2011 minus 1 is equal to 4m. Product of integers. अब ये 4 है ना, यहाँ पे नीचे ले आओ जरा 4 को. Right? अब ये 2 parts हैं, 2 factors हैं. What I'll do is एक 2 यहाँ पे रख लेते हैं, एक 2 यहाँ पे रख लेते हैं. 2 factors. Check करें. पॉसिबल है भी या नहीं. अब 2011 प्लस 1 by 2 कितना होता है? अब ये है 2012 by 2, that is 1006. This is 2010 by 2, which is 1005, is equal to m. अगर सपोज मैं m को ले लेती हूँ 1006 and n को ले लेती हूँ 1005, जरा चेक करना दूसरी इक्वेशन सेटिस्फाई हो रही है या नहीं. हाँ, 2011 is equal to m plus n. ऐड करना जरा m plus n. Oh, 2011. That means this is the solution. अच्छा अब तुम बोलोगे मैम आप m को 1005 क्यों नहीं ले रहे? Absolutely right. I should take it. Right? That means n should be 1006. Now check the other equation. M plus n should be 2011, which will be satisfied. That means this is another such solution. Right. So we now just saw that when we solve the equation, we get two possible values of m and n. Now, we can't say that both of them is the correct answer. We can't really say that. Just look at the equation and tell me which of these quantities satisfy the equation. This was the original one, right? So the solution that you found must satisfy this. Now look carefully. On left hand side, I have 1 divided by positive square root, right? So that means this side is definitely positive. Left hand side is positive. So obviously, right hand side have to be positive, right? Okay. So this thing I understand. Now you are saying m can be 1006. So square root of 1006 minus square root of 1005. That means definitely it is a positive quantity, right? So this will be the solution. Now let me talk about it. When m is 1005, that means square root of 1005 minus square root of 1006. Now definitely this is a negative quantity. This term is greater. Negative term is greater. That means this is negative. Right? But I I want positive. That means this cannot be it. That means this solution cannot be it. So there is just one solution to the equation, which is m is equal to 1006 and n is equal to 1005. Right? Okay. So good point over here. You need to reject one of the solutions. Right? Okay. Now write on the next one. Write the next question. Evaluate 9x square plus 10xy minus 9y square for x equal to square root 5 plus square root 2 whole divided by square root 5 minus square root 2 and y is equal to square root 5 minus square root 2 over square root 5 plus square root 2. Evaluate this expression when x is equal to this, y is equal to this. Directly answer is there if you look at it carefully. Obviously one method is substituted as it is. So you can do that actually. That will not take much time. इसकी वैल्यू निकालिए. At least एक टर्म की वैल्यू तो दिख रही है. Come on. X into y. X into y. तो कैंसिल ही हो रहे हैं. ये कैंसिल हो रहे हैं. That means xy is what? xy is 1. अब 10xy क्या होगा? 10. Right? So out of this 9x square minus 9y square plus 10xy, but that means plus 10. Right? Now from here obviously I can have 9 common. So I'll have x square minus y square plus 10. Now इसके तो factors नहीं करते. So 9 into x minus y into x plus y plus 10. Right? Now you say, ma'am, you have to put in the value. Of course I have to. But tell me, do I put the value like this? Denominator, it has radical terms involved. That means it might be a bit complicated. So I don't want any radical sign in my denominator. So what I'll do is, I will rationalize this. Right? So x को rationalize करते हैं. That means I'll be multiplying by root 5 plus root 2. So that means the numerator becomes root 5 plus root 2 whole square whole divided by, now a minus b into a plus b, so a square minus b square, so root 5 whole square 5 minus 2 root 2 whole square 2, so 5 minus 2 3. Right? I think I can do that now easily, right? So 5 y. Now y also, let's rationalize it. So obviously I'll be multiplying by root 5 minus root 2. So obviously in numerator I'll have root 5 minus root 2 whole square whole divided by 5 minus 2, that will be 3. Right? Done? Now I need to evaluate this. So 9 into x minus y. X minus y. This was really. अब इसको भी ओपन अप करके लिख लेते हैं. So x equal to, this is nothing but 7 plus 2 root 10 by 3. And let me open this up. So this is what? 7 minus 2 root 10 over 3. Right? Now it is very easy to substitute. So 9 into x minus y. So this minus this. Now it is very easy to do because denominators are same. And this minus this, I'll get 4 root 10. 4 root 10 by 3, of course. Into, now x plus y, so this plus this, add करना. So obviously this and this will get cancelled. So 14 by 3. Plus 10 as it is. Right? So obviously this gets cancelled. 4 into 14, that is 56. 56 root 10 plus 10. That is your answer.